latch or flip-flop. Digital circuits are classified into two types. One is combinational circuit, another one is known as sequential circuits. In combinational circuit, we have output which always dependent on the present input. This is a combinational circuit. Where output is dependent on the input. But in sequential circuit, we have another block known as memory element. That is, in case of sequential circuit, the output is dependent on present input as well as past output as shown here. So this memory element is nothing but known as latch or flip-flop. This is the circuit diagram for SR latch using two NOR gates. This is first NOR gate, this is second NOR gate. As we know, here the output of first NOR gate acts as the input for the second NOR gate. Similarly, output of second NOR gate is acting as the input for the first NOR gate. Along with these inputs, we have two external inputs known as S and R. Here in latch, at any time Q and Q bar will be either 0 or 1. As we know, Q and Q bar are complement to each other. If Q value is 0, then Q bar will be 1. Similarly, if Q is equal to 1, Q bar will be 0. Now let us analyze the SR latch by considering different possible inputs of S and R. As we know, there are two inputs S and R, and the outputs are Q and Q bar. The possible inputs are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Now let us assume that, considering the inputs as 0, 0, initially we will assume that Q is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. That is, Q is equal to 0 and Q is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. This Q equal to 0 and Q bar equal to 1 is considering before applying the input signal. So I can call it as initial outputs. Now assume that S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 0. As we know, Q is equal to 0, 0 will comes here. When 0 is NOR with 0, the output of NOR gate will be 1. I'll put the circle indicating after operation. 1. This 1 will appear here. The 0 will NOR with 1 will get as 0. So now again this 0 will appear here, will get 1, and this process will be continued. We can observe here, after applying the inputs also, we get output as Q is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. That is, no change in the outputs. Similarly, we'll assume Q is equal to 1 and Q bar is equal to 0. For the same input, say R equal to 0 and S equal to 0. Now this 1 will appear here. This will become 1. When 0 is NOR with 1, the output will be 0. I can write it as 0 now. This 0 will go here. 0 will appear here. This 0 NOR with 0 will produces output as 1. Again this 1 will appear here. Now in this case, initially we have assumed q equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0. In this case, after operation also we got q is equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0. Now I can say the conclusion is there is no change in the output. So I can say when S is 0, R is 0, Q and Q bar will remain same. We can write the status here saying no change. Similarly, now we'll consider the second case where S equal to 0 and R is equal to 1. Let us assume again Q is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. Q is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. Let us assume S equal to 0 and R equal to 1. So we are considering 0 now. 0 will appear here. 0 0 will produce the output as 1. This will be 1. The 1 will appear here. 1 NOR with 1 is produces output as 0. So again this 0 will appear here. So when we consider q equal to 0 and q bar equal to 1, after operation we got it as q is equal to 0 and q bar is equal to 1. Similarly, now we'll assume q is equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0 with the same inputs s equal to 0 and r is equal to 1. We'll consider this case now. Q is equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0. When this output is 1, the output will appear here, that is 1. 0 NOR with 1 produces output as 0. The 0 will appear here. Now 0 will appear here. R is equal to 1, another input is 0. The output of NOR gate will be 0. So now in this case we got, after operation also we got q equal to 0 and q bar is equal to 1. So now we can conclude that here in both the cases when q was 0, q bar equal to 1, we received q equal to 0 and q bar equal to 1. Similarly, when q equal to 1 and q bar equal to 0, it produces the same output, that is q equal to 0 and q bar equal to 1. We can, whenever q is equal to 0, we can say that flip-flop or latch is in reset state. Therefore, the q is equal to 0, q bar is equal to 1. The status of the latch is reset. Now let us consider the another case where S input, that is when S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. Let's make S equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. Initially assume q equal to 0 and q bar equal to 1. So when q is 0 and q bar is 1, 0 will appear here. 0 NOR with 1 produces output as 0. This 0 will appear here. 0 NOR with 0 produces output as 1. So now q is equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0. So after operation I can say q is equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0. Now I can conclude that when S is equal to 1 and R is 0, Q output will be 1 and Q bar output will be 0. So whenever Q output is 1, we can say that flip-flop is set. Now let us take another possible input, that is when S is equal to 1 as well as R is equal to 1. We'll make S is equal to 1 and R is also equal to 1. So assume Q equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. These are the initial outputs of flip-flop. Q is equal to 0. I'll write here. Q is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. So 0 will appear here. 0 NOR with 1 produces output as 0. This 0 will appear here. 0 NOR with 1 produces output as 0. So in this case, we got the output as 0, Q is equal to 0, as well we got Q bar is equal to 0. So this is not possible because, as we say, the outputs are complement to each other. When Q is 0, Q bar supposed to be 1, but in this case the both Q equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 0 we got. Therefore, for S equal to 1, R equal to 1, the flip-flop is, we can say, not defined. Therefore, so this is the working of SR flip-flop, and this is the truth table of SR latch. So when both the inputs are 1 1, it produces the same output at Q and Q bar. It means it is, the status will be not defined.